So how is the new expedition? Again, they updated expedition. This is gonna be the last update as far as I understood in the last like 4 or 5 weeks until they reset the economy and the league starts all over again. We don't know how it's gonna be or whatnot, but the main focus of the update is the newly added skill tree for the expedition. I just entered the game because I was playing like crazy, okay? And I maxed it out immediately. Okay, I haven't played a single map, already got 24 points. Apparently I did kill all the bosses in the expedition, yeah. And even though I'm done with the season, like I said 3 times already, I came back for the 4th time just because I've seen an update and the only content I actually liked in Path of Exile 2 was the expedition, and then they changed it again. They added a skill tree, so how does it feel like? I played 3 maps for the expedition. These are all Aldur Saga maps. You're gonna see that as well in the video. I'm gonna edit this one and I'll showcase some gameplay. How is the expedition now? Number 1, you gotta realize that I played this on tier 15, tier 16, corrupted, 8 modified maps with maxed out difficulty in the skill tree for the expedition. Okay, everything is like going towards bigger risk, bigger reward as far as the skill tree goes. And I ramped up every single runic altar that I could get. I maxed those mobs out as much as I can to see how they're gonna drop. And the biggest change is, I don't know if they'd say on a paper, but I'll tell you how it is in reality. We got loot explosion, like from Cassia in Path of Exile 1 when you do Blight on maps. Now you got that thing in expedition, loot explosion. The more of those runic altars you do, the harder it gets and the bigger the reward. Also, one very huge change would be Verisium. Verisium is actually worth it now to actually sell, so that's also another way to earn. How much I earned the only 3 maps? 100 divines. Through skill gems, items that drop, chaos orbs, greater chaos, perfect chaos, flat divines, perfect flux, I don't know what else, Aldur Saga and whatnot. I invested it immediately and I opened like, but I'm lazy to do it, I opened 3 Aldur Saga regions, biomes on the map. This is all Aldur Saga right now, what you see here, here, and here. So maps in these 3 areas, out of fun, I wanted to test out, but then I realized I'm lazy to play. So this is like 80, 90 divines, this segment of the map, this one, and this one to test it out. But I don't feel the need to do it because I already tested 3 maps without Aldur Saga and I got 100 divines. The game is nuts. Expedition was the best content at the start of the season. Expedition was the best content in 053, by far the best in 054, and now it's nuts. So Expedition, I don't know, they're only doing Expedition and nothing else. Again, how I played with Jado, max corruption, 8+ modifiers. Expedition on Atlas gives more modifiers. Encounters are not a joke, and I gotta say how it is. So when you play the hardest maps, I can one-shot all bosses in the game. Okay, all pinnacle bosses in the game. They take me like 2 to 3 seconds to kill. You can't do that in Expedition max corrupted maps anymore. It's very hard, not impossible, but harder than all pinnacle bosses. So you gotta be ready. You want that loot explosion. You want to see perfect items, you want to see big drops, huge loot, a lot of currency. You gotta be strong. Okay, my build is around 2 meters for this season. Without a meter build, you don't test out these maps, you're gonna get stunned. Again, every altar you do, the game gets harder and harder and harder. But the rewards are freaking nuts as well, you can get rich fast. Shame there is no reason to get rich, but Expedition is buffed like crazy, and that's the main highlight of the patch that you won't see on a paper. This is basically Cassia from Path of Exile 1, Blight with loot explosions. Now it's called Expedition. Thanks for watching.